Welcome to Rolling Hills Country Club. If you love golf, you must come to Paradise. Spectacular views of majestic oaks and pines warmly greet all who visit. Rolling Hills offers an exceptional experience for the entire family. As a PGA professional offers instruction on the driving range, members and guests can enjoy a large swimming pool, banquet facilities, casual and fine dining, and beautiful tennis courts. Rolling Hills Country Club is an uncommon jewel and a precious treasure to behold. The opening hole at Rolling Hills from the blue tees is a 362-yard par 4. As with most of this championship layout, precision is required off the tee. A plethora of trees abound down the left and right-hand side of hole number 1. Shot makers are rewarded with a downhill approach to a green elevated from back to front. Bunkers await any errant second shot on either side of the putting surface. Measuring 420 yards, hole number 2 features a fairway bordered by trees off the tee, making accuracy a prime directive. Redesigned in 1998 to give it a different look and feel from all the other greens, no bunkers lie in wait on number 2. Making par is quite a feat on one of the 4 most difficult on the entire course. The par 5 third hole measures 543 yards. Ideal positioning rewards the flat shot. A moderately long, straightforward par 5 with an unseen fairway bunker 30 yards in front of the green. This hole is true to its number and typically requires 3 good shots to reach the putting surface. Being above these holes is usually a death knell. Due to the slope, the greens are very fast downhill and possess considerable break sidehill as well. As the first par 3 on the front side of the course, hole number 4 measures 161 yards. Described as the most famous hole-in-one hole by Brad Cool, superintendent, it is believed that more hole-in-ones have been made on hole number 4 than any others, resulting in a fun hole to play. Hole number 5 is a relatively short par 4 that makes the Rolling Hills tradition stand up. Measuring 351 yards, it features an elevated tee shot to a low fairway to an elevated green. Out of bounds can definitely come into play on the left. A fairway bunker on the right captures many balls hit from cautious players seeking to avoid the left-hand side. A 189-yard par 3 with water right, hole number 6 has a green that is fairly large yet still difficult to hit for the average golfer. A deep bunker fronts the right side, and players who find it learn that their view is often obscured of the green above them. The number 1 handicap hole at Rolling Hills, number 7, measures 416 yards. 6 bunkers, well positioned, offer a strong defense from the golf course, and players are frequent visitors. A rolling fairway with several different contours can wreak havoc with where balls wind up. At Rolling Hills, 6 different pin positions offer variety but also affect the strategy employed, causing players to carefully consider their club selection. Hole number 8 provides long hitters an opportunity to perhaps make up a stroke if course conditions are playing firm and fast. However, this 544-yard par 5 has a narrow fairway bounded hard left by trees and out of bounds, and guarded by fairway bunkers on the right. Well-placed initial shots allow players to take aim at a small elevated green, flanked by bunkers left and right. The final hole of the outward 9 measures 406 yards. Number 9 is another risk-reward hole where golfers can choose to hit long or lay back to a specific yardage. Either way, they will be faced with an uphill approach to a heavily contoured green. Out of bounds is left, fairway bunkering is right, and a cross bunker in front of the green is pure deception. Plenty of challenge awaits players who seek to score well as they finish the front. Hole number 10 measures 363 yards. A devilishly clever par 4, heavily treed down the right side and open to the left. A deep grassy hollow fronts the green and is twinned by another deep one to the right side. Once again, the uphill approach is to a blind putting surface. The 143-yard par 311 has quite a bit of history. Why Walton, back in 1974, recorded not one, but 2 hole-in-ones in back-to-back rounds, followed by a 4-inch tap-in for birdie in round number 3. The par 5 12th measures 489 yards and provides a blind tee shot to a heavily treed fairway. There is an aging sycamore that guards the left-hand side and gobbles up errant shots. Play down the right side is preferred. Golfers are faced with an uphill approach to the smallest green on the course. Carrying the ball all the way to the green is imperative, since anything coming up short could roll some 30 yards back down the fairway due to the slope. Long, heavily bunkered, and heavily treed, the par 4 13th hole measures 426 yards and begins a true test of golf. The superintendent describes this stretch of 13, 14, and 15 as the toughest 3 holes on the golf course. With a backdrop of mature oaks, the challenging putting surface is fronted by 2 deep bunkers that seem to collect any shots remotely off the mark. Measuring 433 yards, the 14th is an extremely challenging par 4, heavily bunkered down the right side with an abundance of trees left and right. Players seek to hit as long down the left as possible to leave them a shorter approach to a difficult, unseen putting surface. Missing the green short is also no bargain, as balls will trickle back down the false front. The final par 3 at Rolling Hills, the 15th, measures 210 yards with a tremendously tight tee shot to a well-bunkered green, the longest of all the par 3s on the course. Downhill affords a little relief from distance, and accuracy is well rewarded. Making par on 13 through 15 would be an immensely pleasant occurrence. The 16th hole measures 320 yards and is reachable for the longer hitters. Accuracy and precision are still required to navigate around bunkers and trees. A narrow green offers players various approach options. Deep grassy hollows adjoin the left side, and a strong downward slope occupies the right side, presenting a problem for balls in that direction, which are now well below the putting surface. The penultimate hole, the 17th, measures 404 yards. This par 4 features a hard dogleg left with a narrow fairway, making it easy to find the rough. The 17th is one of the few holes on the course without an elevated green. Well bunkered on the left-hand side, this surface is large enough to receive a variety of shots. Risk takers often attempt to drive over top of the trees to find a natural window to shorten the hole. However, missing the mark can leave a treacherous predicament, as it can be really dark underneath them. The 521-yard par 5 18th hole provides a great finish. A strong drive is encouraged, and a huge bunker down the left-hand side must be avoided. Long hitters can attempt to reach in too, while shorter hitters must still be precise with their layup or find the water hazard. Approach shots are to an elevated green, well bunkered with grassy hollows surrounding the surface. One can truly appreciate why one PGA official once described rolling hills as a gem of a golf course.